Yep. Oh, there we go. Let's try that again then, shall we? Hello. My name is Trismegistus. Welcome to some Factorio. Bob's Mods. Oh, did that just flicker? What the heck is going on there? No, that seems okay. I don't know why that happened. It's just, I guess the cable's just a bit loose, but it all seems to be coming through. I think. Yes? Sound? Yeah, perfect. Well, we are continuing on in the Bob's Mods playthrough. I did do a little bit between streams. In particular, I set up some artillery. So we now, excuse me, we now have, if I can find the place, well, that's not a good example, but we now have bits and pieces of artillery. It isn't really automated. We've just got the odd, shell in a chest feeding into a artillery piece. They have quite good coverage, mutual coverage though. So when these run out, it should sort of, cover each other off. And basically, we are building. I made all of the military stuff that I could make in the sense of actual, machines, as it were, last time. What I didn't actually do, I don't think, I might have done, but I don't remember doing it, was the actual artillery itself. And this was quite interesting because it showed me that, because what's this? This is explosive artillery shells. Explosive artillery shells require the yellow alien explosive fluid. And that you get from your yellow alien artifacts. So that's a use for alien artifacts, basically. And it's quite a heavy use. So these guys are really effective at area destruction. So you can obviously just make regular shells, and it appears to be exactly this, the default recipe. But you can also make, as I say, you can make poison ones, napalm, and explosive, and they're quite good at an area of effect. So basically, I guess that's an artifact, but I probably won't have any. Oh, here we go, nests in range. So if it was to lob a shell out here, I can't actually make a remote because a remote requires the green circuits. And I've not actually made them yet. Where are Bob's intermediates? Here we go. So I've not even researched them. So you need, in order to make a remote, you need the green circuit, not the purple one. But anyway, if it lobbed a shell out here, it would cover a big area, and so you get more efficiency because a single artillery piece, normal artillery, would fire a shell at that one and 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 so it would spam out 15 shells to. I mean, you might get some multiple kills by accident, but it basically would spam out shells. But one of the other ones, it'll fire one out and it'll be a big poison cloud and it'll kill off everything in the area. So it is more efficient, just from that point of view. And I've not done basically any buffs at all. So yeah, that was basically what I did. We've done all of the, all of the walls, and so we have like a nice bit of a buffer. These guys are spawning a thing, so this will be firing out. I mean, there are regular shells as well, which is actually run out of. Speak of the devil. I don't know if that one's in range. It might be. It might not be. But I wonder if it'll. Because the code that does these is really slow. It might be out of range. No, maybe it isn't. So yeah, we might get them to spawn, maybe, if they do it anytime soon. No. So the code that selects what it's to do, I don't know if it's slowed down by Bob's, but it takes absolutely ages to decide. There you go, it spawned one of them. Oh, and there you go. And there's a shell coming in, and you see it wiped out those actual biters as well. And that's the more efficient part, because a normal shell wouldn't have done. So yeah, so that's the sort of advantage of them. Why have I put them? Oh, it's because alien artifacts. So we can get rid of these, because we've sort of done them. We haven't really. I've not made guns or anything. What we are absolutely missing is power. So power is struggling, basically. So during the day, we are okay because the steam engines can fill up the gap. During the night, there are plenty of times where it doesn't quite... you see that's like hitting max there. So at night, when it's just the steam engines, we're often going... are having blackouts. Especially when the accumulators, because they have a ramp speed, a ramp rate, basically. So one of the things we could just build is power, but I'm fairly keen in this to just crack on with, because what I should really do is set up nuclear, and it says there do power. And we got a nice little lake here, and I could just use my standard, my blueprint to build one. It will require a lot of landfill, is the thing, so what I'll probably do is do that off stream, unless it becomes disastrous, that we haven't got the power. So yeah, the aim today. That's a big long preamble. I sort of got away from doing them, but I thought it was worth just explaining. So we'll get rid of all of this. I don't know why I'm doing it by hand rather than getting the bots to do it. But yeah, we don't really need all of these here. What we need is the next science. So we've got that connecting there at the moment. I might just leave a gap and we'll do the next science up here. Oh, random power pole. Good old random power pole. What would we do without her? Just take these out. All the way up. There we go. Let's do that. Yes, so we will start building the science here. And the next one, I am not entirely sure about because I'm making logistics science packs. And I've got 2 left, basically. So we've got... I think there is another one, but you need these to research it. So we've got production science packs. And the thing is, to make them, I'm now making all of those machines. So chemical plant 1, assembly machine 2, and electric furnace. Assembly machine 2 we would have to fiddle about with, because I've got it that it's just turning it into assembly machine 3. So we could make a separate thing there. But looking at that now, why don't I just use this space? Now, did I ever end up with a particular rate on these? So, because now some of them have got modules in and some of them haven't. I've been a bit inconsistent. So that's 154 per minute. What's this ended up at? 194. Okay. Is that anything round per seconds? Not really. What about you? I mean, you would be probably different anyway. Yeah, so you're half. What about the other ones? 130. So they're all over the place, basically. So, I mean, 120 per minute would obviously be 2 a second. So we could maybe try and hit that. So each one takes 7 seconds each pack. So if we were trying to do 2, we would need 14, in theory, machines. But these are a lot faster. But yeah, if I'm just going to bring it over with, bots, then we might as well... Where's a nice place to line it up? Let's see if we can make it all nice and tidy. If we can just sort of make 14, machines in. If that was to be sort of there. Okay, that would work. Put that one in. So if this is now making production packs, then we want it still to output on a belt. Like so. Where have I put those like that? Is that right? No. There. Okay. We have to get rid of that. Put on there. Get rid of all of you. Okay. Yeah, so I guess... how do I want to do it then? Oops. So what's that? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14. So if we requested in, oops, both of these, say, and then will you cover everything? You will. Awesome. And we probably want a fast. I mean, it's slow, but it's going to have to put a lot of stuff in. We'll give them one each. Oh, I didn't set the recipe on that, did I? Let's copy that down. Some power bars on. Let's just put one in there. And then they want an output as well. Did I? No, I didn't. No. So it needs to grab from a chest. And that needs to put it on the belt. Oops. So, are they bringing those in? They are. So we're probably going to have to go and fiddle with the assembly machine 2, because I'm not sure if that... In fact, we could just check with this, couldn't we? So assembly machine 2... Oh, it is going into a storage chest. Okay. How quickly is it producing it, then? Output full. So quicker than it's been, the bots are taking it away. So why is nothing happening? I might bump these up, actually. Let's put it each on 5. Just so it's got a bit of a buffer. So it's also chemical 1. I might have to go and check that. Boop. It's in there. Theoretical. Oops. Thingy's there. Okay. Let's have a check of the chemical plants then, because I'm not sure, as I say, which one I've put into requesters and all of that sort of thing. Am I making chemical plants? Oh, I'm not. Okay. Okay, it's got the metal, got the furnaces. Which are definitely going into requesters, because we then into store it, into loggy chests. So I'm not making chemical plants over here. Yes, I'm making them over there. Yeah. So it's still over there. Okay. So let's go and make chemical plants in our system, a new area. I haven't actually got a research on the go. But it's these production ones, isn't it? I think. That we need. And it gives us all sorts of stuff like that. But isn't there... Is there another research? What's it called then? It does. Oh, right. So the only one left is space science then. So, I guess we start filling in what's missing if we're just now making it. Okay, yeah, let's go and make production side specs. Chemical labs, I should say. Yeah, it's really not. I mean, it's actually, as I say, there's problems like power, and there is another level. I think there's actually, well, I think we've unlocked. Unlocked? That's not quite the phrase, but we've reached a point with the biter spawning that these badass behemoth biters. I've not seen one of those. There's only a 2% chance to spawn. That's one of the reasons I pushed the nests back, because it helps a little bit with the whole pollution side of things. Not a lot, because these are still soaking up the pollution. But yeah, I think there's another one above that as well. There's like a I can't remember what it calls it. It's something a bit silly, but I think that's the one that you see in the screenshots where it's like enormous. Right, so we need to make... Am I really not making? I'm not, am I? Let's have a look at what it would take to make chemical labs, which would be in there. And how many can I make? I can make 2 levels. One is... Oh, it's no stone brick. Okay. Steel gear wheels. Why did I put that there? That's probably a bit done. And then... next one up. So that requires pipes, steel, and basic electronic boards. Now, it's basically the same as that then, isn't it? Because that's pipe, gears, electronic boards. That just requires brick as an extra thing. But where I've put that is not ideal from that point of view. What I could do is just basically almost recreate it. Yeah, I think I'll have to do that. So, if we... Just trying to think if I can maybe put it in here instead. So if this was making... This is... What do you need? Glass, blue circuits, steel gear wheels, steel ball bearings. Okay, so it's very steely. So here might be a good place then. Because if this is Chemical Lab 1... No, it isn't. Missed the click. There we go. That's Chemical Lab 1. Then we could steal some basic boards, no problem. We could make gear wheels and pipes, either from a fresh supply or from there, and we get steel. Okay. So what would you... Basic boards. So could I get basic boards there? I don't like these pipes being here is the problem. So maybe... Okay, maybe we try and slot it in here. Because I can underground these two. In fact, that could be there. And then if that's making... Because I need both of those, don't I? So if that was like that... This is going to be quite messy, isn't it? I think I'm just going to have to do a new build. Just recreate it, because it's just getting very messy to squeeze it in. Okay. Bingity bongity bing. That's what we made a lot of them. So what else would we need? If we're heading for white science, we need, I guess, nitinol processing. Nitinol. Let's try building it the other way, or in a sense the other way around. So if we were trying to make, because it needs these, We'll probably need the express one. Because that's just stealing them, isn't it? So this is making the blue assemblers. You know, the level 2. Because we also need steel gear wheels. So we could maybe do that. And then that's steel gear wheels, which should be here as well. No? Okay. No, that one needs brass, doesn't it? So this needs to be steel gear wheels. And then we can take a little siphon off here. Like that. Oops. Misclicked on that. And then... So that one goes in there, that one goes in there. This is making the level 2 chemical labs, so it's got everything bar blue, and on it steel pipes as well. That's very annoying. That was quick. We're going to have all the researches done before I've finished fiddling about with this. So this was the one, you need that for the artillery thingy. So yeah, let's just get all of these done. So that we could, in theory, make white science. So if I was to... No. Guess I could do weird angles, couldn't I? Because it needs steel gear wheels and steel pipes. Is that right? Steel pipes, steel gear wheels, and then glass and blue circuits. Do them. And then that reaches... Well, let's put it there. It reaches weirdly across... No, weirdly across there. Okay. Didn't put the splitter on, did I? Okay. Okay. Guess we can do the whole bosh bosh. And that feeds... Really fast? I think it's quite a slow build, I think, isn't it? 5 seconds, yeah, so a regular old inserter will do. This is going to be... Nope. This is going to be them. This is going to be them. We haven't got any lights anywhere. Okay. Is it quite quick? Does this not lead to white sites? I guess maybe because there's so many listed, it's not got them on there. So what logically might lead there? Probably that would. Yeah. Ooh. So we do radars 4 then. Not that I've used a radar 3. Or even made a radar 3. Yeah, so you need glass and chemical. And they're iron stuff, aren't they? Maybe I'll try and weave that round with a bit of fun. Right. So glass and blue. Now, glass I'm pretty sure is on this side. So what I'm thinking is if I just squeeze this up here, if I can. Yeah, well, probably just have to use a long inserter or something. And do it with one of them maybe. But it's blue circuits. Oh, they're here as well. Okay. So do I half lane that then? is that just an easier way of doing it? Because these are, a lot of these are like, you need 50 and then you don't need them for ages. So 10 and 5 though. So maybe it should be a fast job. How am I going to combine them there though? Maybe I do it on this side, because that's in the way anyway. So if that's the combined belt, and that's the blue bit, and that needs to be the glass. Wrong place. Wait, that wouldn't reach all the way. Yeah, well, okay. There's glass there. There we go. Easy peasy. Splitter. Blue circuits. That. Okay. So now it needs just to make these. So we need basic electronic boards, which we can probably just steal from there. Like so. But then we need iron pipes and got iron there. Let's just take a new one. Let's just take a new one. It's here. That. Wait, why are you... That's very annoying of you. And that doesn't work because the glass is there. What about a... No, not long enough. What about a blue one? Perfect. Okay. So if we take some... I didn't put the iron in. I'd forgotten about that. I was meant to have put more iron in. Bingity bongity bing. So we would need radar 5 as well, but we can't do that because we need military 4. Which it looks like we could have done anyway, unless... Do I have utility? No, I don't, do I? That's the one we need to do next, which is going to be a bit more complicated, but we can do that one. Okay. Been applying for jobs today. Didn't get very far, but I started. That's the main thing. I've started. Could I? No. Okay. So it was pipes. I kind of found that they seem to be requiring... So last time I was applying, there was a lot of use of... Oh, no, Badge, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're well. There's a lot of use of... Oh, I've forgotten steel. Like employment agencies, so you had a lot of dealing with people who kind of didn't really care whether you got a job or not. And so they just ignored your emails all the time and stuff like that. But a lot of them seem to have switched to doing it themselves, using their own website. But it means that you have to fill out the same details. Yeah, I put my address into about 15 different websites today. Because when it's just the agencies, they've just got your stuff on record, you know. It is what it is. Manager of Win for 30. I got D&D. Oh, are you D&D player then, or is it's stealing them from there, isn't it? Yeah, the password into files fills in addresses. Yeah, yeah. I should look at getting one of those. Right. Okay. Let's get rid of this one, and then I can set a limit on that thing. So what do you play? As in, I mean, you mean D&D as in the actual D&D, or is it another system? And if so, what class are you? I'm just trying to look at, because I obviously then mustn't have done pumps either. There's loads of stuff I've not actually moved over to the new area. I seem to remember having a big session on it, like, between streams, but I've not actually moved a lot of stuff. Because most of these are intermediate, the circuits and stuff, so they're sort of irrelevant, but, the greenhouses and power stuff, chests, centrifuges. Okay. Oh, yeah. 5e game. Okay. I recently joined a group in England that'll be random shorter games in random systems. I'm not a TSR, WOTC diehard. I'm afraid I have limited, very, very limited knowledge of I mean, WOTC is Wizards of the Coast, is it? That's right? So yeah, I have sort of peripheral knowledge. It was never something that any of my, friend groups were particularly into. And because I love Warhammer, Warhammer 40k, but it was like I was really into the lore, and I used to paint miniatures, but I never had anyone to play with because no one was particularly interested in playing in my friend groups. I was the nerdiest of the nerd, you see. So they're into gaming and video games and stuff like that. But say something like D&D was a step too far, perhaps. And then at university, it was a different. I should have probably done it then, but that was a different. See, it's saying low power here. Because it's low power. Right, so let's do that one. I think that's the last one I can then do before I need the green. But should we have a look at how badly... Oh, look at it, you see. So what am I going to do with that? What I could do, very simply, is upgrade these, because the sort of problem is this, basically. That, these, because these are twice as powerful, actually there should be a red belt coming in. And if I upgrade it again, it should be a blue belt. And I'm not 100%... Oh, I've got another coal patch there. You see, there's only 1.7 only. There's 1.7 million left, which will keep us going for a while. But I say, really, we need to go nuclear, because I have made a whole load of, things, and this is just set up so that it will make these. We're not, we're not making nuclear ammo. But I was having the problem that I hadn't done the research to, to make the actual turbines and stuff, because I needed cobalt, I think it was. That. Oh, we'll have a look. Let's have a look. So to make a uranium reactor, I think it was the heat pipe 2 that I was struggling with. And I'm pretty sure I can now make. So I'm pretty sure I've done both of those now. So it was the Invar I didn't have. I hadn't even researched it from memory. So we can make them, I think, now. Because we've got the circuits, concrete and steel. Where the heck have I built concrete? Playing a paladin, holy warrior type in this one. But the actual character sheet is a cleric. It's a 5e. It's rather boring from martials. Okay. Did a bit of the Warhammer Fantasy war game, but could never really afford to field an army. Yeah, it's incredibly expensive. Because, I mean, when it was pewter, it felt... Was it pewter? You know, the metal ones. It felt more, significant. I mean, it obviously... Yeah, the material costs were tiny, but when it moved to plastic, they only ever seemed to increase the prices. I mean, the amount it costs for even just a small, like one of the packs of, as you say, like orcs or something, just a group of boys basically, and it's like, I think now they're like best part £40. And if you think about the amount of, plastic that you're actually buying, it's just insane. Well, they can get, I mean, nowadays, especially with easy access, people just rip them off. And you can, if you go on eBay, you can, buy essentially, copies of the miniatures for like, a fifth of the price, Played the Warhammer Fantasy RPG, which is fairly decent. Not sure if there's a 40k one, but I have to assume so by now. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. There is. Is there a 40k one? I'm not sure if there is or not. I know they're doing. There's doing a CRPG in the 40k universe, and they were actually advertising it, I think, as the first CRPG that they'd ever done in 40k, which seemed remarkable, to be honest with you. Yeah, they were almost all pewter when I was playing. The actual plastic is the truer part of making them. Don't begrudge them being not cheap, but they do push the line well past reasonable. Yeah, it's. I say it's. Yeah, I mean, you got to pay. There's all the design and all the artists to work on it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it makes plenty of profit, so they're clearly not pricing them at cost, sort of thing. So let's build something that will let me build. So does a level 2? No. Okay. So a level 2 doesn't require a level 1. Okay. I'm not making aluminium, am I? Or am I now? Oh, it's so hard to tell what's what. So aluminium is like a squarey one of that sort of angle. Is that aluminium then? Or is that something else? Because that looks about right. Or is it that? Tin. It's more likely to be tin, isn't it? Yeah, that's tin. So, well, let's have a look. What's the... Can I see the aluminium ore on here? Oh, I would need to make alumina. So bauxite is yellow. No, that must be gold then. Bauxite. Would that be bauxite then? So I'm making aluminium. Oh, here we go. So we are making aluminium. Cool. Okay, where is that actually on the bus then? So it's next to cobalt. Okay. Where's that then? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, if I build a little thing here, So why would I make... Do I need... Where are they? So reactors require heat pipe 2. And turbines are all cobalt and aluminium. Where are heat exchangers? Is that... Oh, heat exchanger there. Okay. And that's heat pipe 2. Oh, but that requires heat pipe 1, which requires regular heat pipe. And a boiler. Okay. Okay. I generally can't stand CRPGs. The lack of agency robs the story of any value. Although I don't mind visual novels because these don't pretend. Oh, right, okay. Quite a big fan of CRPGs, but each to their own. Each to their own. Yeah, they're very variable, though. I think it is one of the, the obvious restriction on it, in that. Actually, maybe if I do it on the other side, let me just do it simply. That it's about how, in a sense, detailed the because it ends up being, I guess you lose that sort of on the fly thing that a DM gives you, in that they could just react to whatever you've done. So quality, the amount what you can do is limited. I mean, there are lots of, it's that thing of so immersive sims are kind of meant to be a lot closer to proper RPGs, but they're usually just in the combat that it's a lot of variety. Doesn't actually tend to be. I think people make a lot more of immersive sims than is the reality of what they are. So a multi-purpose furnace, crikey. Because here you go, you see, there's like all these purple level ones. Do I bother unlocking them, or do we just crack on? Ah, there is a second beacon. Okay. Anyway, let's not lose focus. Let's go on. In fact, actually, let's do that one, because that's a good filler. And then we could do poles too. Right, where was I? So we need Invar. But yeah, sort of, you're sort of dependent, on a CRPG, on how much the developer has thought of, giving you options. I'm doing that. Is that Invar? Invar's like a... No, that's Invar. I think. Let's have a look. No, that's nickel. Where's Invar then? Brass, bronze. Is this Invar? Nickel. What? They can't both be nickel. Oh no, it is Invar. Okay. CRPGs are a story written by an underpaid committee. So it was an afterthought to the game system. Makes it feel plodding to me. Such the fun out of the game part. TTRPG makes up for its amateur storytelling with real agency. Yeah, I mean, I say I don't really have a lot of any experience really with tabletop. I don't think I ever would either, because I'm not. I get too embarrassed. I think basically that'd be the thing that really stops me. I'm not. How can I phrase this? Acting is okay when it's on a screen or other people are doing it, sort of thing. But you have to be an actor to make it passable for me. I can't stand. I find it too cringy, which isn't to say any comment on it as a thing. It's just to say it's just my sort of reaction to it. Maybe I spent too many hours in watching Amdram. You used to get a lot of like amateur dramatic companies that would come and do like what it's a bit cruel really, but what I would describe as worthy presentations. You know, like don't take just say no to drugs and all that sort of stuff. And I think that may have rather, should we say, coloured my view on sort of live acting basically. And I guess you don't have to act it. You can just say what you're going to do. But say I don't. I don't know. I just find it. I think I'm too reserved and too uptight really to actually enjoy that sort of thing. Do not require voice acting voices. Some groups do, but I don't think it's like the majority. You do still get to say all sorts of silly things, yeah. I'm saying it's that sort of thing that I say I don't think I would kind of enjoy really. Or I say I'm just too sort of reserved to do that sort of stuff. So we're actually blasting through these. I'm kind of amazed it's making the pack so quickly. What else would be useful that I can actually do? Secret to tell. Well, I guess I could just do another one of them. Right, so we then need those. Yeah, okay. So, if that's making, say, the heat pipes, would that make sense? I'm not actually sure where I'm making concrete. I am making it somewhere. Because we could then bring in the steel and the blue. And what's the other thing? I guess it would be the heat exchangers. Oh, that requires invar as well, does it? As well as brass, okay. So maybe I could just direct feed them. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, we've got two res... Oh, okay. It's one of those. It's one of those. So that requires invar as well. And if I just direct feed that in, with that, then you would require heat exchanger 1 and brass pipes. So heat exchanger 1 is where we need heat pipes and a boiler. So that would be a boiler. Is it boiler 1 or boiler 2? Boiler 2. Which probably then means it needs a boiler 1. Boiler 2. This is getting quite a complicated chain. Right. And that is boiler 2, so that requires boiler 1. If I can work out where that is, there we go. Which requires a stone furnace. And then we've done another research. So then we need a stone furnace. Regular stone furnace? I guess. That's quite a chain just to make one thing. So we need invar, we need brass as well. I had to have brass here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So, how can I get that over there? Maybe underground that. And then that requires a brass what? Brass pipe. Brass pipe. brass pipe. So if we split that off there, that will give us some brass pipes. I think. Yeah. So you're just missing heat exchangers, which will come from there. Oh, that needs to be way faster, doesn't it? Oops. Faster even than that, maybe. Cool. And then I guess this needs to be... It's pipe 3 now. Okay. Steel. Where is concrete? It's not on the bus. If I put this on. Concrete. 200. It's bringing them in from somewhere. It's bringing them in from somewhere. So I'll see what happens there. I mean, you know, we're only going to make like 4 of them. That one there. Let's make sure it's limited as well, but this is... Oh, there's different types of reactor. Of course there is, I knew that already. So let's just put that on 10, just in case. So I then need steel. That needs to be way faster if they're bringing it in that quickly. Blue circuits and steel. So we'll come back to that. Because what we really need to sort these out. Okay, so you need steel and steel pipes. You need heat pipe 1. So if this was heat pipe 1, that's copper and steel. And then that needs steel and steel pipe. Bing bong bing. What about electricity? Substation 2. I've not even made a substation 1. What was I looking for? I was looking for steel pipe. There we go. Steel pipe. So then all of these need steel. Okay. So having a line of steel right there will make some sense. We'd need copper for them as well. Then they would be fine. Wait, that's on that side, isn't it? And you need access to those as well. Cool. Now you need iron pipes. I don't suppose that's iron, is it? It is iron. But that's not going to fit in there. That's not going to fit in there. So... let's use weird angles. Let's use weird angles. So that's iron pipe. Iron pipe. And you need to drop it there. And pick it up there. You've dropped it on the ground. Look. You're blooming littering. And that's just stone. Okay, and stone is on the bus, he says. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Maybe. There's wood. Yep, there's stone. There's stone. We finally got a use for stone. It's probably one of the first things I put on the bus. Cool. So if we hook this in and just make sure it's doing the things. It's probably not sensible me doing that actually, because I'd probably want... Oh, I could just put them in a chest, couldn't I? Yeah, we'll just put a separate thing here. Because that's... a boiler to. Yeah. Because I want to upgrade the boilers at some point as well. So I'll connect that. Right. Boiler 2. I'll say, 50 of them. In case you've got any spare. And then we can just bot them over to make 3. This has no power. Nothing has any lights. Like that. You don't have any power either. And you're not even connected. Steel. We also need copper, don't we? Look at the plastic disappearing. That's because I've not got a solution for the whole cobalt issue. Oh, look, that's pathetic, that steel flow. Oh. Why is that so rubbish? I guess because a lot of it's going into science. Okay. We also need copper though, so we might as well do that as well. Put that in place. That. Finally, another use for copper. Yeah, it's because whatever it's called, the lithium chloride, whatever it is that you make as the byproduct. I don't have anything to do with, so at the moment I'm just sticking it in chests and blowing it up. Which seems silly. Where was the other pack? There it is. Let's do that as well. So you're not making heat exchangers because you don't have heat pipes. Ah, because that's stealing all the steel. Did I limit that? I did. 10. That one doesn't have a limit on. So that would be what? Heat exchanger 2? Less than. Let's just do 50. Oh, no, we need to get that one. It's quite high. That's a very pink. I like it. Right, 200. Is way more than you've already made. So let's give you... I mean, you use weirdly loads of those, so I don't actually mind it making a million. I think Invar also uses copper as well. Right. Right. So it's still not made one. Because... Heat pipe 1 has still not been made. I guess it's filling this first, isn't it? Boiler 2. So maybe... Because this is boiler 2. If I get rid of this... Then they'll probably put these in this chest over here. Hopefully, maybe. We could do that one as well. It looks like they're coming across, so that'll help out. I could also drop that down, maybe make that 25 or something. Okay, so that's them. We would also need turbines. As you do. As you do. So, turbines are... oh no. I'm going to get another bonkers chain, aren't I? Right. Aluminium, cobalt. Which side is cobalt on? It's on this side, okay. I guess at least it's a use for cobalt and stuff. I'll check back in after game in case you're still going. Otherwise, ta-ta for now. Yeah, have a good session. I don't know how long you posted it. I go batch, but hope you have fun. I'm just debating whether to try and fit it in here because it'd be nice to keep it a little bit more compact, but. What I should probably have done is if I move this over here, then I can underground that and that, and then that can grab it, that can grab it, that can grab it. It gives me a bit more room. Yay, we've made some. Cool. It's been a weird sort of, well, weird week actually in terms of releases because I bought Bolt Gun because I've been really looking forward to that. I'm not quite as mad on the boomer shooter thing as everybody else. I mean, you know, Doom and Quake and stuff. I've obviously played them to death when they were new, but I think it doesn't have quite the nostalgia beams as it is for everybody else. I think for me, but yeah, I was really interested in Bolt Gun, and it's got really good reviews, and it's not actually that expensive. I was a bit surprised. I think it means it's quite short, which would actually be quite useful. It'd be nice to have a little game I could just do and finish. But yeah, there's also been a load of other games that I was interested in, all coming out at the same time. A game called Dino Punk, and what was there? The new game from the Mutant Year Zero team. Was it Miasma Chronicles, I think? Well, that seems to have some balancing issues from the reviews, but a whole load of games came out all at the same time, just when I don't, you know, I'm trying to focus on putting these job apps in. If I was any sort of Nintendo player, I think I'd have to put my plans on hold, but never really been into Nintendo stuff. Right, so what would be useful? Difficult to know. I mean, I could do the next one of these. I'm still being rubbish and not really using them properly. But let's get that on. Well, I could do the next logistics and stuff as well. So sort of getting into this territory of I don't really need to build any of these, I don't think, in order to finish. Right. We do need turbines, though. And for that we need a bunch of stuff plus steam turbine 3. Which I want steam turbine 3. Well, that's also more cobalt stuff. That's good. Brass. Because they're both cobalt as well. So they both want cobalt gear wheels, which is very useful. See, we're just blasting through things that I'm almost certainly never going to build. How about we unlock some of these? Well, in fact, we could do that, couldn't we? That's always useful. Oh, we could do a Spidey as well. Cool, okay. Yeah, so both of these need cobalt gear wheels. And you need cobalt steel bearings. And you need cobalt steel bearings. Okay. So it might be better if that's cobalt steel bearings. And then they're both cobalt gear wheels. Maybe like that so I can underground the cobalt. Not long enough. In fact, just do that maybe. And then That would need cobalt and cobalt steel as well. Okay. Cobalt bars are just cobalt? No, they're cobalt steel as well. Okay. Cobalt steel is not cobalt, I think. It's not in here, is it? Cobalt steel is electric metal mixing. Yes. Okay. And then... that would then be the cobalt bearings. I think that'll work. So if we hook that up... oh, I've got it the wrong way around, haven't I? Because cobalt's on this side. No, it isn't. Where is it? Oh, it is. Right, so if we put that in, flip this one round. In fact, no. If we do... that, it'll achieve the same thing, because we can do that, except that needs to be there. In fact, that works out better, doesn't it? Because there, the bearings can go there. No, let's do it like that. So electric metal mixing. Wait, did you both need? You do. Okay. I mean, we know these are both going to be super slow. But we are fine with that. Except I put that in the wrong place, haven't I? Well, let's use angles. We want to put that in a box. Oops. Like so. Some lights nearby. Level 3. Turbines. Where are they? There they are. Turbine, engine. Like it there. So it also needs like aluminium and all these good and wonderful things. But we know that. This is aluminium, I think. So we can loop that back. Did this need aluminium? Yeah, this needs aluminium. Okay. Now you need brass stuff as well. That's highly inconvenient of you. Pipe and plate. Okay, that can go back to there. So we could fit something in there. Be it pipe or plate. Pa. Wait, just plate. Brass plate, okay. And brass is on that side, isn't it? So something could just jump over here. Go in there like that. I'm somehow managing to achieve spaghetti inserters. I didn't know that was even possible. Spaghetti inserters. Making. Okay, so that's brass pipe. Oh, I never hooked that up. Okay. Okay. And this needs iron plate as well. Yep. But. No, I need a level. I need a chest for these because we'll have to. We've got a load we can recover. So. Where would they be? They would be here somewhere. There. Steel. Okay, it's steel stuff. Okay. Okay. So this must be level 1. Oh. And that must be iron stuff. Yeah, that's iron stuff. Okay. So you need steel bits. All sorts of steel bits. Okay. Right. Steel plate. So steel plate as well. So you need some of that as well. That needs a filter on it. Where are they? There they are. Yeah, I'll have to think about how I get the steel in. But if that's all iron, actually, I could probably move that down. Iron. Because we could use the iron there. And we could just put... a couple of machines in here. How might that work? If I was actually to build them there... Or on this side, maybe? So the iron, perhaps, better comes across here. No. Or there even? Yeah, that makes the most sense, doesn't it? Because then, or in fact, if I push that up there, then that's iron. We'll have to do an angle on that. That's fine. So that will have to be that angle. So this it doesn't matter, does it? So it's either regular gears, regular pipes, Da-da-da. So I need to hook this up to iron. Oops. Like so. Boshty boshty bosh. Oh, look. Iron is properly starting to run low now. That'll teach me for not going to hook in the extra iron up. So that's iron there. So it's a simple case. Dog legging across there. Doesn't really matter. And there. It needs to be a longer one. So. Now, this one needs steel stuff. Right. Including steel bearings. Are you steel? You are steel. Steel gears as well, though. I'm just wondering about sticking these in a... letting the bots sort it out, basically. Because I could easily put these in here. And then this is steel gear wheels, and we'll limit it to... because it might be useful to have these anyway. Maybe. 100 of them. And 100 of them. Again, the problem is steel. I mean, the problem's always steel. It's Factorio. Just call it the problem is steel. Because the problem is almost always steel. Interesting that there's gaps there. Why are there gaps there? I wonder if the trains are not really... No, it's all fine. The problem is there. But this is the steel issue, is that it's a yellow belt, isn't it? Okay. So we could upgrade that. Like that. Oh, in fact, I think this is... in fact, probably go higher level again then. Because most of these are sat idle, because they're not getting enough iron. And that most of these are sat idle, because they're not... you know, it's not a red belt's worth of stuff, it's a yellow belt's worth of stuff. In fact, in that case, we do the whole thing as blue. That'll confuse the bots, so I've started doing that. And now I'm flipping it all around. What a monster I am. What an absolute monster. You see? See? They're all busy doing it, and then I come along and change it up again. Right. Yes, so now instead of doing even more mad spaghetti, we can put... oh, I need bearings as well. Let's just do these at first. We'll get them on the go. So we would want steel pips. We would want steel gear wheels and steel bearings. Now, where might I be making those? There. Yes. So, chest. Guess there. Just, oops. Put it in there. And limit it to 50. Ew. See, it came over to put the red belt on and then discovered that I'd changed it to blue. Absolute monster. Absolute monster. Yeah, I mean, it's only making a couple hundred blue at a time, so it's, you know, it's not going to do that very quickly, but... Now, has it made cobalt? It has made cobalt steel, it's made bearings, it's made that. Ah! They're made from cobalt steel plate as well. Not cobalt. That's annoying. Oh, I didn't put that. There's no inserters on. Oh, where else have I got steel gear wheels then? I guess in just random chests, maybe? Maybe I should set that a bit higher then. Yeah, there's just no steel, which... How are we doing? It's not... Stop moaning about not having the stuff. But I guess the bots are just on the way. Yeah, there they are. We could get some modules on the go now as well. Oh no, but it's a full belt. Okay. Huh. Maybe that's what I built it around, a full belt. Oh, cool. So we got a yellow belt of steel now. But it'll take ages to come through. So... Is this stop? Or is it just... So it's not got a dark purple. Is that because we finally sort of run out? Yeah, what we're missing. Chemical plants. Yeah, okay. Which are here. I haven't broken these, have I? Or have I? No, it's just the steel issue. And the steel, because the steel is now going into making these in preference, essentially. But that will eventually work its way through. He says with absolute confidence. Okay. So, we have not made a single one of... Oh, I haven't got it. I haven't brought it blue circuits. so let's do that then. Hmm. Reach over there. Okay. I assume they're pollution attacks from this. This is why I was quite keen to get a controller, because I could stick a artillery here and sort of basically just wipe all these out. Or at least, and keep them out, basically. Probably put an artillery here. And it would take out these as well. But yeah, and then I discovered it required super circuits, or whatever the heck they're called. Wait. No, it's silver plate. Okay. I thought that might finally be a use for, what should we call it? Yeah, we're also going to run out of plastic. And I say the only solution I've got at the moment is sticking it in a chest and blowing it up. We could stick some... Have I even got modules on order? Beacons on order, rather. Oh, I can't even remember where beacons are. There. No, I've not got them order. So let's order some of them in, because I know I've got them somewhere. And then we can put some rods in there. Yeah, there. And add a couple of bacons. Let's speed that up a bit. Not a lot, but some. Because it is super slow, but that's fine. Right, how many have we got? We've got 2. Perfect. We've not got a single one of them, because I have forgotten to give it steel. Genius. Right, so let's do that and that and that. Oh, that needs blue circuits as well. Made a right pig's ear of that then, haven't I? Okay. Let's do that. And oops. Okay. Now have you got everything you need? Right. I was going to say 500. 500? That needs to be higher than that, doesn't it? 500. Oh, I guess there's concrete up there then, because that's where they're going. Right. Okay, so it's made us 20 of them. So we could upgrade our thing. 'Cause it's this that's slow. I mean, maybe I should just put speeds in as well. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. You're being weird. Okay. We have finally got a uranium reactor. As well as lots of heat pipe 2, lots of heat, or 50 heat exchanger 2s, and a steam turbine. Right, what I don't think I've got, which I thought I'd been making ages ago, is any blooming landfill production. I mean, could I fit it on the land somewhere? Well, I could maybe fit it in there. But I haven't installed water fill on this, have I? Oh, well, yeah, I can fit it in there, I guess. Okay, so if I go into my power blueprints, where are my water pumps? My water pumps are there because it's meant to be an island. So what I could do, you see, is put that bit over the water, and that reduces the amount of landfill. But if I ended up doubling it, would it still work? It would not. I would need it to be there. Okay. Not a fan. Because we put it in here, you see. But it means doing an awful lot of landfill. Okay. Because this is my nuke island. I mean, so long as that bit, you see the like missing bits in the middle, as long as those don't get filled in, it's fine. You know, as long as there's no landfill in them. I could put it there then, maybe? That sort of minimises the... metal landfill. So do that. Yeah, so we need land. I don't know why I've bothered putting blue ones down, because in fact having 2 is basically pointless, I think. So landfill, super express ones. Where is it? There. Oh, well, let's do that. Landfill. Angle. Angle. Wait, is that an express stack? Yeah. It's just, it's not going to produce, you know, we haven't got enough stone coming in, so it's just not going to do it. But what I just realised then is I've got spare furnaces, I think. Maybe I could put it there. Where would they be? They'd be in here, wouldn't they? Oh, no. No, drop off needs to be. There you go. Why have you picked up a... Why you do that? Right, so it's going to connect that up to whichever network it needs to be connected to. isn't... No, so we would need... Yeah, because it's just outside of range. So he's connecting there. I probably need another power pole. That might be useful having a radar as well. Okay. I might have to go and do some of those. Don't suppose the steel's come through yet, is it? Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. Why have I not connected up properly there? Blue circuit. Why have we got no blue circuits? Why have you stopped? Item ingredient shortage. What's connected there? Diodes, or whatever they are, whatever it calls them. And they've got nothing, because... Is this plastic again? Yeah. This whole thing has ground to a halt again. Because these chests are full. Okay, let's go and do that then. So I don't know that. Do I need to do anything up here? I built a tank as well. That was one thing something else I didn't mention. Oh no. No, it's got a radar as well. The power isn't going to be connected though, so... We need another one of them. Yeah, so they'll fill in Nuclear Island. Steadily. Now, I might have built a tank. Where did I leave my tank? There. Cool. I'm probably quicker in the car, aren't I? I think the fast car is quicker. I just usually prefer the tank because it just ploughs through trees and rocks, so you don't get stopped all the time. Right. What are these two empty lines as well? Why have we got two empty lines? I would expect one because of plastic. What's the other one? What's the other one? It's whatever this is. Oh, that's the blue circuits then, is it? Yeah. There's got to be another solution to this. You know, whether it's a separate recipe that you unlock or what have you, I don't know, but it seems bizarre that this Bob's requires you to blow chests up all the time. That just seems wrong. Because basically we're out of chlorine. And we're out of chlorine because these machines have stopped because they're full of whatever that is. Sodium hydroxide, that's the one. And sodium hydroxide is all backed up because every single chest here is full. I didn't make sure I had enough wooden chests, so the only solution I've got... Oh. Is that. Accepting... But the grenades apparently don't blow them up first time. What we're looking for, I don't know. So, what does it matter? Let's do something like coal liquefaction. There we go. That's probably a useful recipe. I should maybe... Obviously, these are the first row could be making it, couldn't it? Just so it clears it out quicker, basically. But yeah, no, I don't know what else to do with it. There we go, plastic flowing here. So there has to be a better solution. Have I got any wood on me? Yeah, okay. Cool. Or not cool. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, we got a full belt of plastic again. Oh look, we've got the weird situation that there's more cobalt than there is copper. Haha. I think. Could be because we've run out of stuff again though, but we'll see. Let's do effect 2. No, alright, they've got too much copper plate. No, they haven't. Too much cobalt oxide. Yeah, so it's the cobalt line is full. And I was worried about the exact opposite. There you go. Okay, let's head back. I mean, again, because it's this super slow level 1 belt bus, it'll take ages for that to sort itself out. But there we go. That's it. It is what it is. Oh, bum. What? Oh, I took the things out. Forgot about that. Right, let's replace that then. The shields and stuff are in the tank. Effect transmission 2. I don't know, more turrets. Well, I could do some of these, couldn't I? The speed, the modules. think what I might actually do is just stop the research until we can do greens, basically. Because then I can just blast through and get the sort of final sciences on the go. Right, so green. How do we make do green? Yeah, we'll just leave that. How do green? Utility science pack. Purple boards. Am I making purple boards? I don't think I am I? No, I'm making blue boards. How do you make purple boards then? Oh dear. A superior circuit board. Solder, transistors, integrated electronics. So that's the new bit. And the board, okay. So that sounds complicated. Just wondering whether it might be worth doing a little bit of an extension here so that I can add purple circuits. At some point, because the slight caveat to that is we're about to run into the whole invar plate thing. So that might be interesting fitting that around, but I could always maybe sneak it on the inside or something. Okay. Titanium bearings, I don't think... Ah! Silicon nitride. Okay. Low density structures, electric engines, lithium ion batteries. All sorts of good and interesting things here. Let's... So if they take 28 to make 4 is 14 to make 2 is 7 to make 1. So if we design this around 7, say. Or 8, just because that's a nice round number. But it requires 2, 4, 6 ingredients. So I've put them too close, haven't I? So if this was the output, say. Oh no. That's the output, say. Okay. Then we can have 1 input there and 2 inputs here. Okay. Now nothing at once is on the bus. Where the heck do we get silicon nitride? Silicon nitride from powdered silicon and nitrogen. Powdered silicon owes the silicon balls, which is quartz, carbon, calcium chloride. Wowza. These are complex recipes. Oops. So let... Titanium bearings. I wonder if low density structures a different recipe? Yes. So I would need titanium for that as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these are all complicated, aren't they? I think maybe we just sort of start at the beginning. Because titanium, which I think is this purpley one. Did he? Titanium plate, yeah. It's made from rutile, carbon, and calcium chloride. Isn't calcium chloride the... Limestone and hydrogen chloride. Oh. Limestone is just stone. Burnt stone, basically. Okay. Excuse me. I'm not sure I don't have some of these over here, basically. I mean, that might well be something. No, that's aluminium. But is it being mixed with calcium chloride? Is that what I've got here? No, it's this stuff. But this is calcium chloride, maybe? No, I don't think it is it? Because it's made... It needs to be made from stone. So if I got somewhere making brick, might be making it there. Oh, there's brick there. So that's just regular... No. No. Oh, where's that going? Where are you going? You're going all the way down here. Ah, here we go. Bet that's limestone there. Okay. Where to start? I guess we could start simple and just make the electric engines. And we want the boards to be on the bus. On one of these lines. So we'll just assume that's coming over. When that eventually happens. So... Oh, I haven't done any balance or anything for ages on it. So... I guess... I just sort of copy up that same. Then that would be the... Oops. So if that's the circuits coming in at some point, then we can have electric engines on there. Which I think are... Right, let's put it there. Aren't they just exactly like... Yeah, I think. Although wouldn't that be a green circuit in? I think, but then it's the equivalent recipe, I think. So, are these engines the same? Yes, engines are... weird. It's strange it being default. And same time as well, okay. In fact, haven't I already built these somewhere? I have. So why don't we just... copy and paste this madness. Wait, what? So actually that could go there, couldn't it? Now how many is that going to produce? This is going to be... what? So this will make 45 a second. These would require 21 a second, so it's double. Okay. So we don't need most of this anyway. And then this could go this way. Which side is it on? Yeah, that's fine. Cool, so I just need to hook these up. We need red circuits here. One of the sort of impressions I'm getting with Bob's is that kind of the idea, or maybe the philosophy, I don't know if that's quite the right word, is that instead of... but it gives you so many upgrade machines, you know, so many upgrade paths, that it's more about building things just like once and then upgrading all the machines and the belts and all that all the time. So it's not so much about, you know, completely rebuilding your factory. It's just when you discover you need even more, you know, electric engines or something, you bump up the factory rather than bumping up the... what would you be? You would be steel at the top rather than the... you know, rather than adding in a new smelting area for steel or something. Instead you... sort of add in, or just bump up, you know, your production, or go to yet another, you know, yet higher module tier. So production challenge is sort of more one. This is steel, is it, at the top? Yeah. One more around producing the machines rather than... wait, where is steel? Well, I guess steel's nowhere because it's being eaten, is it? Oh! No, it's been blocked by a random power pole. Good old random power pole. God bless her and all that sail in her. Right. So this is steel. Oops. Yeah. And then this needs to be iron. The sort of problem with that, though, of course, when you're playing it through the first time, is that you don't know what any of the recipes are, and you don't know what's best to put on a bus, and or even if it's best to use a bus or what have you. So yeah, tricky to work with. Okay, this is a coal liquefaction, isn't it? So we better give it coal then. And I didn't need to move that at all. So let's put it back. Also needs water, right. But I bet I can just... yeah, I could probably just pinch some water from there. Let's see. So, chop that off. Put that in. That in. Yeah. Is that all in the... Yeah, that's all in construction range. Okay. Engines are done. Oh, have I connected the wrong up? I have, haven't I? Have I? It needs basic electronic board. Oh, and I've done basic boards. Wrong one. It's this one. Why is this lane empty? You didn't see that. That didn't happen. Why is that empty? Random power pole. Good old random power pole. Always here to mess up your plans. Okay, so I'm going to have to clear all this out. Oh, very, very annoying. Oh, there we go. Started to come through. Here too. And there as well. Cool. See, it all worked just fine, apart from the idiot that's building it. Okay. So, electric engines, done. What next? What does a lithium-ion battery look like? Is that, like, not stupidly complicated? I don't know why I'm asking that question. It's a very dumb question. No, of course it is. So, I mean, we got carbon and plastic on the bus. But lithium perchlorate and lithium cobalt oxide we definitely don't have. And those feel like, because lithium's a liquid, isn't it? In this. No. There is one that I've built over. Here it is. No. Here it is. No. Lithia. There you go. So I'm guessing lithium perchlorate. More salt. Interesting. So that requires lithium chloride, which is made from lithium water. Okay. It's made straight from lithium water though, so that's at least something. We then take that with sodium perchlorate, which is obviously sodium chlorate. Oh, that's salt. Is that one of those circular recipes where it comes off and it comes back on again? Could well just be I've got confused with that, but... effectively there. Okay, so that's complicated, is what is the basic message there. But also involves fluids, which I'm not sure if I want to mess about with right now. That requires titanium. Silicon nitride was all, you know, over by the thing already, I think. Or did I decide that that was not what I was making? Titanium bearings, then. what do they look like? Titanium... Oh, lubricant. Okay. Titanium plate and titanium ball bearings. Wait. Bearing balls, rather, yeah. Titanium plate again. So that's just like all the other bearings. But how do you make titanium plate? Is that weird and wonderful? Oh, right, that's what you actually make then. So titanium is not a plate that you then... Okay. A flat plate that you turn into steel-style plates. Okay. So if we go and make titanium, that'll give us a couple of extra... the extra bits. Okay. Let's see what that looks like then. Oh, what have I crashed into? Pipes. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, iron is really low, isn't it? That implies that actually the iron's not even working. Oh, look. Unless that's something else. That's iron. Now, where have you gone? Because that could be that we've exhausted the patch. Hmm. Oh, we do it. Oh, right. Okay. So this could do with a mega upgrade, couldn't it? Just realised that was dragging me towards a train line. Yeah, so iron's a real problem. But, we don't need it right now. And there's me saying the other day, the other stream, that we were close to finishing. So, I don't know why I've come this far up, but I have. Oh! No, fuel. I guess because I took it all out and put it in the tank. Okay. And I forgot that I removed the shields, so that caused us damage. Right, so if we sneak up here. Yep. There we go, and find the rutile. Why is that a double-ended train? Because I've done that in my old school way. Instead of the way we're doing it here. Dear me. Right, so, rutile. How do we turn it into titanium? What we do is we use an electrolyzer with carbon and calcium chloride. Okay. Oops. So, we go down the bottom here. Get our electrolyzers. Have to drag that back, I guess. Because actually it has Titanium. 3 solid ingredients and 1 solid output, doesn't it? So it's no, doesn't use a fluid in this one. But we've not got a lot of room. So it is, so 2 rutile goes to 2 titanium, so I couldn't half belt the titanium unless I wanted to half a belt out. I guess I could use a red belt. For one of them. Or maybe even blue belt. Okay. So if we have the, you know, this is the calcium and the carbon. In which case, how quick is it? It's not quick, is it? 6.4 seconds. Exactly 6.4 seconds. Exactly 6.4 seconds. Not a moment more, not a moment less. Not a moment more, not a moment less. Right. No. That's the wrong way around. I'm an idiot. Okay. Don't know how many I need. Let's assign them all to blooming system bots. Yeah. Oh, one more. Okay, so you produce nearly a transport belt's worth. Okay. So a couple more. One transport belt. Well, excellent. Okay. So we then need cut half a carbon. Carbon is here somewhere. Here we go. So this is carbon. And it's already coming this way. Excellent. So we just need to go and use a splitter on this. Oops. Like that. Oops. Oh, belt's the wrong way around. That's better. Done it again. It doesn't really matter. Right, where are we going? We're going over here. Okay. Okay, so that's one of them. Oh. What we do need to do is put a balancer on that. And have that. All the way down. Oh, all the way down. There, which means we need... God, that's dark. That there. And I can sort the other part of it out later. Okay. So carbon is here. How do we get the calcium chloride? Calcium chloride. Okay. Milk. Is limestone plus... Ah, isn't that... Didn't I realise I was making that already over here? I did. Low power. Oh, of course, I've not actually... How have we done? We haven't done at all. Okay, brilliant. Oh, I haven't got any of them, have I? I wonder it's not actually doing anything. Let's connect that temporarily then, because I think that's where the... I don't think that'll work there. If I just... In fact, let's have a look at the blueprint. I need to get back to building my things. So this would be it here. So it won't let me build any of that. I don't have... I'm not making any substations. I mean, how many are there? There's 4. I can hand make a few. So let's put a few of them in, so that I've got them for when I go over there. But yeah, let's have that temporarily there. We can put another one of them on, so that I'll at least put the landfill in. For that part of it. Okay. Yes, calcium chloride. This doesn't look very efficient. Not least because there's no hydrogen chloride. Is that how you make the limestone then? So calcium chloride. Oh, it needs hydrogen chloride. Oh. And it's that that's lacking. And why is that? I bet it's the same issue as everything else. Chlorine. Yeah, that these aren't really doing anything. Where's that going? What is this? Is this aluminium? Alumina. Sodium hydroxide. Wait, what? So that's sodium hydroxide. Where's that coming from? Here. Oh, right. Okay, so them. So if I had... If I had aluminium... low density structures up and running, I would actually have a use for this stuff. You know, the... I can't remember what it called. Sodium, whatever it is. The stuff that comes out of these that's solid. Because low density structures also use... And we're going to need... I'm sure to build a rocket, millions of low density structures. Because they need aluminium. 20 aluminium per low density structure, which is loads. And that would burn through a lot of this stuff. Interesting. So maybe that's the ultimate solution. Because low density structures used, well, in default, you know, they're used quite a bit. Not, you know, not sort of, well, I mean, because unless it's different in this, I don't know. Yeah, so... Oh, that's the silo, sorry. So a rocket part uses... Single one uses 10 low-density structures. I wonder if those heat shieldings use... Because we have unlocked them, but let's just have a look. Silicon nitride and tungsten carbide. Okay. So no, they don't. Okay. That at least gives a use for this stuff. Say this solid stuff. Yeah. I think I'm just going to have to bin it off again. And if we pick a little bit up as well. Billy Bob. Yeah, but it seems like maybe that because it's used in aluminium. Didn't I end up sticking it in a chest as well up here? Or was that just something I thought of? Because it's used in one of the researches, isn't it? Yeah, it's used in blue research. So maybe... if we just put a chest chain here, it'll just start flowing down. And then I can just come and blow these up as well. Right, so if we do an express... Oh, it needs to be a filter, doesn't it? Otherwise it'll stick the blue circuit in there. So it needs to be an express filter. Filter. Don't have any cobalt. Bum. Okay. Yeah, it's just manually do it because they produce absolutely loads of this stuff. That's sort of the real problem with it. It's not like it, you know, it's only one. There's a million of them. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like aluminium may be... Oh, here we go. Here it is. I knew I'd done one. I should turn them off, shouldn't I? I knew I'd put one in. Just couldn't remember where. Okay, so what did that prove? I completely got distracted then. So that, because that was the aluminium. That feeds aluminium. But these guys, titanium. Let's trace it through again. Titanium needs calcium chloride. And calcium chloride requires hydrogen, chloride. That's what we're after. And hydrogen chloride I'm making here. Just about. But not really. If we put one in there. And that gets our transistors going as well again, which should kick off the blue circuits, because it wasn't just plastic that was the problem here. Turns out it was this stuff as well. Wonder if I can do a bit more chest blowing up. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Because this is very low production. I mean, we could also boost up. I think I've now got... Hopefully I've made... Those are higher. Because chlorine and that is full, basically. You know, it's already sort of recovered them. So... I wonder if I can work that out. Just thinking. Dangerous, I know. But if we head over, head back rather, and have a look at how many of those it would actually take. So try and maths it a bit. I wonder if copper recovered. Yeah, looks like copper recovered. Cool. Yeah, this is the only iron we're making. Okay. Let's see if we can work out how many of the various things we would need, because it's actually quite a few, I think. No, it was a chemical plant, isn't it? Not. So that's wrong. What am I doing? I'm making limestone? No. Calcium chloride. There we go. Okay. So how many of these are we short by? 14 machines. Yeah, it's not just a case of sticking a little bit extra on. Oh, I kept playing. Hello again. Your factory coming on well? It's pretty well. We've got into the fine. Well, it's not the final science, but the final. Oh, there's no lights on that. That's a bit rubbish. We got into the final. Like proper science. That's not a very good term, I don't think. But basically, the green science. And everything is really complicated for it. So, where did I put them? They were sort of there, and there. Yeah, everything's really complicated. So, trying to make titanium at the moment, because quite a few of them rely on titanium. And discovering Wonder if speeds would make a particular difference. Discovering that we need ridiculous amounts of everything. So if it had speeds in, it would 9 more machines. I think. Nope. Still needs 2 more. Okay. Forgot to put the modules in. Okay, so that gets enough of them. But then it needs limestone. And limestone is not made by these? Yes, it is. There we go. Okay. So how many limestones does it reckon? 31 limestones. Ouch. Ouch. "31 limestones. Limestones. Okay. Is that any better? 12 limestones. And I've got 4, 8, so it would need another block. Oh. It lied to me. Eight. Let's just pop in there then. It lied to me. A dirty liar. Okay, so that works. But then that would require how much stone? And how much... Well, how much stone? So it's an entire belt of stone. Blimey. And if we're trying to make... Was it a chemical lab or an electrolyzer? We're trying to make your... Because you require hydrogen chloride. And if I'm trying to make them as well... I'm not going to be able to grab that in the recipe. Let's move it down there. Like that. Oh, it won't tell me because I set it to transport birds like an idiot. 20 machines. Right. I wonder if this gets better. With some prods in. I don't know if that's better or worse because I've forgotten what it was. We've got 10 extra. Oh, we would need 10 hydrogen. What? Oh, it's because it produces excess hydrogen, doesn't it? 19 hydrogen chlorides. Blimey. Well, actually, in terms of transport belts. Yes, it's producing more than more than a transport belt. That was the point of doing that, and then I didn't really think about it. So we could take them out, hopefully, and that will reduce the overall demand. Yes, so that's now belts worth. So we would have 2 extra calcium. Yeah, 2 extra calcium chlorides. It's not reduced it by much, is it? Which is the calcium chlorides? That's 4 extra limestone. So we can get rid of those 2. Yep. Now we need 15. Massive saving. Massive saving. Crikey. 15 of these. So if I make 5, just so I can get my head around the numbers a little more. Then I would need 6,000 chlorines. I mean, they're only level 1, aren't they? But it produces 13,500. So, basically, what that is a very long way of establishing. Very long-winded way of establishing. But if I bump up what these are, to like electrolyzer 3, we would have enough stuff. I might have to, boost these, although then it's still not even using the last ones. But yeah, if these were electrolyzer 3s, then we would get enough chlorine to support this. Okay. Okay. Where do I build it all? Where do I build it all? I guess we'll have to build it down the bottom this time. But then how would that work? Because this is a solid, isn't it? Other option is to take the carbon up the top to do the blended lane, the half and half lane. Okay. Guess we'll have to do that then. Right. So these need to be here. What was that? That's the limestone, okay. I'm going to have to commit to increasing the iron, because that's very problematic that this is just completely... There's no steel and no iron. That's not good at all. Right. Right. So, I mean, on the other one, I'm just venting the... Oh, I've run out of vents, have I? Venting the hydrogen? Because I've not bothered doing the whole recycle loopy thing, because... who cares? Where are they? Surely they're here. So you're going to output hydrogen and calcium chloride. So actually, that way around, and then vent there, vent there. And this needs to be red belt, doesn't it? Because maths. Right. And then I guess probably fast is going to be okay, but it's set that. Copy that down. There. Because it needs limestone. But we can use the fact that that's... Wait, how quick is it? So it needs... 1 second, 1 limestone. Okay, so it needs to be a higher thing, I think. It might need to be higher than that. Maybe the stack. You need to reach across. So if we then copy that up. Oop. So this will be our limestone. That's our... Oh no, it needs to be both on the... They need to be on the same side, don't they? Because it doesn't matter which side in a sense, but... Because we need carbon on the other. I'll do that a bit later, but... Yeah. Okay. Let's just check the numbers. Biddly Bob, what's missing in the recipe? Nothing's missing in the recipe. What are you moaning about? 8 smelters have no recipe. Oh, it must... Does it mean these? Huh. Oh, those are the wrong way around anyway. No, those aren't. What? Which is the point, these can't be here, can they? Oh, are we that low on power? Oh my god. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Whole base has just stopped. Wow. Ha! I thought I could get away with that. Oh dear. That'll learn me. Let's go get me a car. Why the heck is it just stopped? Because that's the solar going off. I can understand the accumulators having nothing in. But why have the steam engines stopped? You know, there should be one at least running. Ah, dear. There are guns on the walls, so... Oops. I keep forgetting that I've taken the shields out. Ah! Why have you not got any power whatsoever? That's very bad. There's no coal. Okay. Have we ended up with a vicious cycle? Where is the coal train? Here. Maybe it's just slowly got to the point where there's basically no coal buffer? That seems bizarre. Anyway, let's go up to the nukes. See what's going on here. Nope. Okay, well we've built enough of it that I can get it going, I think. Oh look, looks like there was one. Oh, crikey. Looks like there was one substation knocking about. Anyway. Right, let's pop the recipe, the blueprint in. Like so. And see what it does. Because these are all... I don't know. I mean, those must be the level 1 turbine. I mean, it's built them, so it suggests it's okay with that. But I think those are the wrong heat exchangers. I say that, if it's pumping out 120 steam a second, each one of those consumes 60. Oh, it doesn't... Okay. It doesn't change the output. It's the temperature. Max temperature 465. Okay, so they are matched with that. Okay. Let's upgrade these then. We should upgrade this as well, I guess. But I don't know if it lets you upgrade. What's it called? Heat pipe. Unless there's that level 2 heat pipe. Let's see. No. Okay, so I need to upgrade that heat pipe. But it doesn't seem to want to let me as such. I think. That's a bit weird. This isn't like the most efficient nuclear power ever. By a long stretch, but it's simple and it's actually like fairly easily tileable. I mean, it's doubleable. There's a second version of it, which is twice the size. So does this one have... No. So I'm going to have to add in these as well anyway still. Okay. So if I go there. I think you should build all of that. Now I need to fill in these subbies. And I'm going to need some more, aren't I? Because it needs extending past there. Anyway, how are we doing? We're still completely powerless. Seriously. Oh, it's not connected. Look. That's the problem. Okay. I don't think I'm making active providers. I think I'm only making... I've dropped the ball a bit with some of the production stuff. It's because it took me so long to get the bus up and running, and then by the time I had the bus, it was basically redundant. But yeah, they should have loads of nuclear... whatchamacallits. These here. Yeah, got 62 there. I don't have a recycler, I don't think. Did I ever do reprocessing? Don't know that it... Nuclear fuel reprocessing. Oh, you get plutonium out of it. And a fusion catalyst. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. I think the entire base has just gone down again. $60. Oh, the minimum temperature of these is 465. Huh. Is this going to get hot enough then? Because it goes up to 500, I think. Oh, max temperature 1000. Max temperature 1000. Okay, so that should be okay. Just wander around this nuclear power plant, you know, just wander around. Like you do, you know. Like you do. Neutrons bouncing off my head. Not having any problems. Right. So it don't appear to be enough pumps. I don't know if that's because we've run out or what. Oh, look, we've got different levels of pump as well. Not that we're making steam yet, but... Again, not got any pumps then. Right, so... They're finally starting to fill that out. How are we doing? 426, 433, 438. Nice. You should start getting close to temperature. And obviously eventually we do want the reprocessing, but it's sort of irrelevant at the moment. Because it's really just... Oh, I see steam. Cool, okay. Let's see if it'll... No, I haven't filled it out yet. It looks like this is where we're going to end it. So basically next time, I'll have to pick up doing the titanium. Let's have a look what it's doing down here. So I mean, we haven't, you know, it's still got 235k in that patch. You know, I haven't got any prod modules or anything in these, so... Oh, I didn't set up Covarex, did I? Because I didn't have it. So we could add that in. So it's Covarex and reprocessing is things we could do. Right, have you filled out the landfill? Not quite, but is it enough? I think it's probably enough. So... No. Not quite enough. Okay. Let's go and add a radar in. Okay, I think that's probably enough. Cool. So suddenly we've got headroom. Nice. Once they've built a few more, I'll just stick on the second thing. Assuming we're waiting on them to build it. Yeah, we've not got any turbines. So once that's sort of filled up, I can just add the rest on. Cool. Yeah, so can I do Covarex, or did that end up being a steel block? Research. Does it not call it Covarex? Ah, no, I haven't done it. Can I do it now? Yes, I can, if I've got enough production packs, which I should have. So, Covarex gets me bombing about Richmond process. That's quite nice. Oh, I see. So you can make more plutonium. Plutonium nucleosynthesis. So do you get atomic artillery? Do you get plutonium? Are nukes made out of plutonium? No, they're made of uranium. Okay. Okay. So don't get plutonium bombs then. Oh well. Oh well. Interesting that temperature is dropping. Oh, it's the fuel that's dropping, sorry. Yeah, definitely time to stop, I think. What are we missing? Still missing 12 of them. Okay. See, all of your problems are solved with nuclear power. That just takes all of your problems and just sticks them in the bin. It's interesting it's still using steam engines, though I might go and chop that off. Because we can put the old... One of the very few times that I use. I keep forgetting that we don't have shields. I use circuit networks. Can I make an accumulator or not? What accumulators have I got then? Slow accumulators, okay. Well, I could probably get rid of this, to be honest with you. I think I'll definitely get rid of this. Let's break that connection. Because just wasting coal, really. Okay. So, output signal is still A. So if A goes below 20%, say, and you're not connected to the power network, so you're not going to charge. Right, there we go. So that turns the water off, which stops these guys from running and burning up coal that we apparently don't have. So, the big thing for me is to do this iron. That's the big job. And it involves upgrading that iron and doing the other. I will need to sort that out before I stream again, because we can't have steel not happening. It may mean going and claiming that patch is the thing, which isn't going to be that hard now that we've got artillery. Except for not having a remote control. I wonder if I could do a Spidey. I'm not building rockets though, am I? Where is she? Where is the little spider? Ooh, thorium processing. There she is. So I could definitely build her, or I definitely research her. I don't have any mech brains, but then, oh no, they need the green circuits, which I'm not making. Mech frame, mech leg, mech hip, titanium, 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 rubber. Okay. Titanium gear wheels. It's all titanium, isn't it? Oh, nitinol. Nitinol. Antron. Oh, it's just called walking vehicle. It's only got 6 legs. Is there a different one? Oh, there is. Tankotron. That's your Spidertron. Huh. So even this has got upgrades in it. Heavy Spidertron. Well, okay. What was the other one? A Logitron. I like that name. Logitron. So basically you get specialization of... So tank, Logitron is going to be for logistics, presumably. Presumably it's got a bigger chest or something. And more slots for, rover ports. Tankotron is presumably... Oh, Spidertron cannon. Interesting. But also presumably more storage size 80. Storage size 160. Yeah, so it's for carrying loads of stuff around. Spidertron. Storage size 80. Okay. And then what are you? Heavy Spidertron. Oh, it's like a super combat one. Interesting, interesting. I didn't know there were multiple Spideys in this. Right, so, yes, that's it for today, I think. Yeah, why is this so rubbish? Oh, right, okay, because this is just not producing very much at all. Okay. Yeah, so still lots to do is the basic point. Lots and lots to do. We're not. I was getting the impression, or getting the feeling, that I was going to be finished in a couple of weeks, but I think that's probably unlikely. Right. Yes. So let's pop up the old schedule. This weekend is slightly special, as it is a bank holiday in the United Kingdom. Yet another bank holiday. We don't do any work in the United Kingdom. We just take holidays all the time. This is our last one before Christmas, basically. I think we get late summer. There's one in September or something. I can't remember. But yes, this is summer bank holiday. And I will be visiting my sister, whose birthday it is, at the end of the month, or after the end of the month, so next weekend. So I'm therefore rescheduling, essentially, the next Factorio stream to Monday. So we'll pick this up. I don't know what time I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it whenever. The big thing is, as I say, I'm applying for some jobs. So that's the priority. And it's basically a case of whenever I get that done, / get bored with it, then I'll do the stream. It'll either be the 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock of normal. Don't know what yet. But yes, so I will be picking up next Saturday's Factorio stream on Monday. But tomorrow I will be back at the usual time to do the usual stream for Dyson Sphere Program. I did do a bit of work on it. I have not got a clue what I did. I do know that we are rapidly building the first Dyson Sphere. It is going really quickly, way quicker than I thought it was going to be. So I need to decide whether I'm going to really continue that series or not. I'm very aware, as I've said in a few streams, that actually more people watch me play Dyson Sphere than Factorio, because basically very, very few other people stream Dyson Sphere Program. And it's nice to, have that captive audience, I guess. It sounds a bit weird, but it's kind of how Twitch works, really. Right then, so yes, that's all of the streaming schedule. The thing I usually plug is the YouTube channel. If you wanted to catch up on my VODs for this series, or the Dyson Sphere Program, or Satisfactory streams that I did, or any of my other Factorio series, I've done Mega Base and No Spoon Run and all sorts of stuff. They're all on my YouTube channel. If you wanted to catch up with them there. So yes, all it remains for me to say. Oh, and take care as well. Get paid. I shall hopefully see you again. All it remains for me to say is I hope if you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. And you might, I've forgotten my little sign out. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.